Hello, hail, and welcome. Welcome, Wes. Welcome, anyone else tuning in. We are back on New Vegas. And specifically, what we'll be doing this stream is I have a quest with these guys. The Brotherhood of Steel that I want to do for them. Right, I can't just press J. Maybe the only one here for now? You might be. I don't know. I don't have viewer numbers visible because I don't want to stress about it. So I just assume that whoever is here is here. Yes, this is the one I was looking for. Find the missing Brotherhood patrol at Black Mountain, at Nellis Air Force Base, and at Repcon HQ. Black Mountain, Repcon HQ, and at Nellis Air Force Base. Alright, well, let's start with Black Mountain. Seems like that's just in the area. Seems like it's within walking distance, so we're gonna start with that. What weapon do we have? Equipped. Oh, well, now we have the submachine gun. How are we doing for ammo? Got a ton of 10mm. Good amount of 44. Oh, we also have a lot of 5mm. Still a decent amount of that, decent amount of that. We're not exactly hurting for money either, so that's good. Right, shotgun that uses 12 gauge. Which is, seems like the only ammo type we're really kind of starved on. 12 gauge and 22 we could use more of. Everything else looks pretty good. So let's just go with the service rifle for now. Good medium distance weapon. So how's your weekend going so far, Wes?
We heard Veronica talking with the Elder. We won't stand for this.
Oh dear. I wasn't expecting this. Ideals are strengthened by the challenges they endure. Veronica's questioning did you a service.
She'd be doing a greater service by carrying out her duties and not trying to undermine the Elder's authority. This had better be the last time her loyalty falters. You've been warned.
Bye. It's going fine. Good to hear.
Question whether I should leave. I guess there's my answer.
Still going to travel with me?
Sure. I want to establish a connection with the followers first, but as far as I know, drifting is part of the job description.
Alright, let's get out of here.
I think that'd be best. There's a followers outpost up near one of my old scavenging grounds. Used to do some trading with a doctor there. If I work out of there, I'll still be able to keep tabs on Hidden Valley if I needed to. I know that route like the back of my hand. If it's alright, I'd like to head that way. Meet some people, see if I can be of any use.
Sure thing. Except that's not where we're going. We're going where I want to go. I'm gonna try to go directly here, but I'm going to assume that won't be possible and that I'll have to go up, take this winding path to get up on top of Black Mountain. We're gonna try it this way, but I don't expect it to succeed. Then again, there's a path right over there, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can just take the direct approach. Bunch of scorpions in the way, but I'm not really worried about them. Kill cam. I'm happy to hear it's going fine, Wes. Got any special plans, or had any special plans for this weekend? Or are you just chilling out and charging up for the coming week? What is that? Oh, it's one of those centaur things. That thing sure can take some punishment. Hope that means it's worth a good amount of XP as well. Shit, there's another one closer. And here comes the poop throws. Ooh! Got a little... Oh shit! I was gonna say that got a little more intense than I bargained for, but then it got even more intense. These things have anything? Evolved centaurs have centaur blood. I'll take that. Doesn't weigh anything. Who knows? Maybe someone somewhere out there in the wilderness needs it for something. Is this actually where I'm meant to be? I guess it kind of is. Oh my god. So many of these things. Hello, Mo. I have a feeling Mo was dangerous and that I was very lucky Mo got stuck on terrain. Jump scare kill cam! Some more centaur blood. Ooh. Kinda want to steal this power armor. Then again, I haven't been trained to wear it, and it's not that valuable. So we're leaving it because I would have to drop a whole bunch of other stuff to have enough weight allowance to carry it. Alright, so from here, I want to head up to Black Mountain. See what, well, I guess this is Black Mountain. It's like a, I don't know, research facility or something. That crater is radioactive. I wonder if a nuke dropped there. I wonder if that's why it's radioactive. That's literally a crater from a nuclear impact. I didn't, I don't know. I'm not an expert on nuclear weapons, but I thought they were air bursts. I thought they didn't really leave craters because they blow up like 150 meters in the air. Then again, maybe that's not true of the nuclear weapons in the Fallout setting. Maybe it's not even true of real nuclear weapons. Maybe I'm just wrong. Okay, we've discovered Black Mountain. And we are clearly not welcome here. Got a Nightkin. Got a guy over there with a rocket launcher. Is that a robot? Or is that a Nightkin in a power armor? I don't know. Doesn't really seem to be penetrating the fence. Alright. Well, got the location marked, which will come in handy for future use. Now I am just going to peacefully leave if I can. Go here to Repcon headquarters. Cannot fast travel while enemies are nearby. Right, I'm gonna head all the way over to the other side of the... Well, maybe here. If not here, then we're heading all the way over to the other side of the crater. Nope, didn't need to. Ranger Morales' corpse. Oh. Just get to somewhere where I'm not quite so exposed. Need to pop some healing. Go with that. Don't want to lose any perception right now while I'm in a gun battle. Don't have enough medics that I want to... So I'll take that. Take... It's a lot of rads. There we go, a couple of sunset sarsaparillas, and a stim pack. 2 stim packs. Okay, I might have gone overboard with the healing.
You like the sight of your own blood?
Do you like the sight of your...
Nothing here we want. Is there no way to get up on these roofs? Oh. Good thing I'm not a all-in melee build. There you are. Fuck off! What a bunch of assholes. And what's worse is they were resilient assholes. Finally! Because they're up on the roof, I can't loot them, so I don't get any of this ammo back. In fact, looking at things, I think I need to switch weapon to maybe my caravan cowboy repeater. Yeah, switch to the cowboy repeater. Have a couple of sunset sarsaparillas. Alright, I was looking for some guy's corpse. Is that it? Ranger Morales. Runaway stim pack. Don't know why he is a notable thing on my map. Maybe I have some quest relating to him or something. Can't quite know for sure. But the Brotherhood, I think, are in here.
Hello. Please remember visiting hours are from 10.
Right, I'll come back during visiting hours. Not a problem. I'll just stand here for 12 hours. And hope no more fiends show up. Local map. Okay, so I need to go up to the offices on the second floor. Not through the bathroom, though. Oh, it's the bathroom, too. Oh, I think, you know what? Last time I was here, I don't think I was a skilled enough lockpick to even attempt. To even attempt that lock. Oh, this is the right place. Yeah, I think it is. Well, I now have a security key card, which hopefully I'll now be able to flash and have the robots not get angry when I explore, when I effectively trespass. It's not trespassing if you've stolen the key card of a long dead employee. That's how that works, right? Unfortunately, please tell me this isn't where I need to go. It might not be. Which is good, because I am not a skilled enough lockpick for that door.
Of course, of course. Don't let me keep you.
Ooh, the security key helped me here. Locked terminal. God, I am so bad at this. Do this first. Is that not? I think that was a little bit. Okay. Childlike. 3 out of 9 correct. Challenge. Still 3 out of 9 correct. No. I am so bad at the hacking minigame in this. Oh, empty. Boo. Let's go with set empty. What are these? Microfusion cells? Sure, I'll take some of those.
Unauthorized facial pattern detected. Valid security badge detected. Temporary access granted. Please complete employee registration with security.
Sure thing. Locked very hard. Yeah. What a poster. You come through the door and you just have this staring in your fucking face. Jesus Christ. Right. Where are these motherfucking Brotherhood of Steel? Radix. Take a doctor's bag. Locked very easy. I might actually be able to do that then. Let's try it. Oh, it's 4 letters. Can't be where or pen. So where had 0 correct? Boss. Could be uses. No. Wins? No. I suck at this. I really do.
Hello, Mrs. Millet. I hope you have a...
It's weird because when I played Fallout 3 on my own, I didn't feel like I had this big of a problem with the hacking. I mean, I was never great at it, but now I'm just absolutely catastrophic at it. Which I feel like I wasn't before, so I guess I got worse somehow. What's in the desk? Some pre-war money. What's in the desk? Nothing. I missed the
Of course. Don't let
empty.
me keep you.
Definitely have to go this way. Ooh, a couple of sarsaparillas. A couple of Nuka-Colas. Sunset sarsaparilla, from a game point of view, from a gameplay point of view, is so much better than Nuka-Cola. They give the same amount of healing, but Nuka-Cola has radiation, and Sunset sarsaparilla doesn't. Which, you know, at the time they were sold, that was probably marketed as an advantage to Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola, it has real radiation. It's good for you. But we have since learned that that's not how things work. I don't know why all these 357 Magnum rounds are sitting in this office's filing cabinets. Oh, nothing in this desk. I had a feeling there would be something in that desk, but I was wrong. Open that. Nothing in here except a computer, which I will promptly fail to hack. There's one. There's one. Oh, this one is stingy. All right. Okay, let's start with Masters. 2 out of... Okay. That has 3. That has 3. That has 1. That has 1. This has 2. Oh, that said hissing, not missing. God damn it. Alright, we're still going after Masters. That has 1. That has 1. That has 2. There we go! We got it! Finally! I'm not sure that might be the first successful hack this entire playthrough. Encrypted message. I managed to get the password to Isley's computer. I'll forward it to you with the release notes to the Q-35. The prototype is going to be stopping here on its way to the Department of Defense. You should be able to intercept it on the road. Quantum plasma modulation matter injection rifle. It's quite a mouthful. Version 32, status failure. Notes. While V32 didn't have the power yield of the V31 or V30, we managed to increase the stabilization threshold by approximately 27.35%. This is promising, however, we still have yet to come up with a solution for the matter inversion issues. Version 33, status failure. Notes, lab destroyed, data lost. Version 34, status failure. Notes, interesting. I'm not sure where we got this data from. It is a completely different direction from what we've been working on. We managed to cycle the matter inversion using a polarized quantum spin. I think that we solved the issue with the compensation field. I have high hopes for the next weapon. Version 35. Success. Notes. That data we received from Swan did the trick. We managed to get a stable build model. I don't think this weapon is ready for mass production yet, but it should show that we have a working prototype. We should be able to get these issues resolved in a later build. As you requested, here are the improvements when compared to a standard plasma rifle. Prototype materials not suitable for extended field use. On average, the Q35 has a higher refire rate, but the time between shots is more consistent. Increase in active bolt charge time, accurate at longer ranges, and plasma energy has a 30% increase in energy. Okay, inter-office correspondence from Julia Masters to Leonard Steeple, Vice President. Oh, to Julia Masters from Leonard Steeple. Pay attention. Julia, I am sure you have heard by now about Robco's intention to buy our company. In the past, you and I have been of like mind when it comes to the moral and financial future of this company. When Poseidon showed interest those years ago, you helped me rally the board in order to keep Repcon autonomous. I'd like your help again with Robco. Piers claims that Robco is buying shares in the company to force a hostile takeover if we won't sell willingly. I don't believe that they will be able to pull together enough shares without some approval of the board. I think that you and I will be able to sway enough votes to keep the company safe. I hope you will stand with me for this. Leonard. Is this the response to Leonard from Julia? I'd stand with you, Leo. Give me a few days to try and gather some support from my allies on the board. I've run the numbers, and I'm pretty sure you're right. We can fight this. Jules. Finally, from Piers Isley, General Manager, to Julia Masters. You are right. Leo sent me a message last night. I've made the call to the board. I think with the numbers we are looking at pocketing from the Robco deal, we will have no trouble getting the board to vote no confidence on him. Jules. Oh no. Julia sold him out. What a horrible thing to do. Oh, a medical clipboard. I need to get to the top floor. I can't open that. That's where I came from. There we go. Serpentine, what's in the toolbox? Nothing. Doctor's back, take that. Take all of that. What is this? Oh, special kind of ammo. I'll take that too. And I'll take the bobby pin. Bobby! Okay. I'm really having a hard time navigating here, getting to where I want to go.
How may I serve you, Master?
Hello, may I serve your master? Well, for one thing, don't sneak up on me and scare the shit out of me. I just emptied these vending machines. So where, oh where... the Brotherhood of Steel that I thought I was finding here. I have the password here because of that other computer I checked. Unlock safe. From Piers Isley to Carl Brook. Oh, to Piers from Carl. Hello, Piers. Now that things have been set in motion, I'm going to be your liaison and point of contact with Robco. I'll be handling anything that arises during your transition to the Robco family. My first priority is going to be tightening up your security. I have something in my eyelashes. It keeps just lingering the edge of my vision. It's kind of unpleasant. Anyway, as you well know, Robco handles many classified projects. Because of this, RepCon will need a large increase to security. I'll be sending over some engineers and security personnel to discreetly install some enhanced security procedures. Most of it will be pretty innocuous. However, all employees will be required to wear their security badges at all times. Please have your people start wearing their badges well in advance of our partnership becoming official. I think it will make the transition easier. None of the security measures will be activated until I arrive on site. Hopefully by then, everyone will be comfortable with the new rules. Thanks for your time, Carl Rook. To office correspondence to Steve Reynolds from Piers Isley. Steve, can you send an email out to your engineers reminding them about our security policies? I'll be sending a message next week about some increased security procedures. Thanks. Okay. So we got the safe unlocked. That's wonderful. But it still doesn't bring us to what I was looking for. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. There's the shit. Oh, they're right here. I was blind. I walked past them at least once, maybe twice. Good job. I mean, really, who's really surprised here? All right. So that's that done with. Now for the third leg of this journey. Now the question is, can I remember to find my way out of here? And it looks like I maybe actually can. Have I gotten the key for this? No, I don't. I was thinking I might have gotten either a key or some kind of password. Ooh, lots of microfusion cells, which I can sell. That's why they're called cells, because you can sell them. Take all of that. Take all of that. Well, that one was empty, so we're not taking that because there's nothing to take. Take those. That is a big Wonder Glue container. No one. After all, the best time you can oversee the elephant in the room? And he was kind of blending in with the surroundings. Hey Zahel, I didn't see you there. How you doing? How's your weekend going? And you're right, I am the king of missing obvious stuff. And he wasn't even that obvious. And now, the last one, we head up here. May I come in? Oh, smack. Door directly to face. Hopefully they won't start bombarding me while I'm out here. That would suck. Oh, here we are. There we go. That is everything done for this mission. Going good, other than messing up my sleep schedule yet again. Oh man. Don't I know that feeling? I'm sorry. Hopefully you can get it somewhat lined back up before you have to go back to work. Okay, 7 is a full mag. Save and back to the Brotherhood. God damn it, I am just trying to visit the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm not trying to get lost in a fucking desert storm. This is the only place in the game I've noticed the weather being this shitty. Depends on how early I can get to bed today. If I can get to bed before 3 AM, then I'm fully okay. Later, then you'll have problems Monday. I think you should be alright then. I believe in you. You can do it. I go talk to the elder, who is of course elderly, right? Hello? I am here to claim the reward. I don't know what the reward is, but I want it.
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind?
Yep, here are their holotapes.
They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative, and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when
Just
you've
gonna
gathered all
note
their
that
reports.
down. There we go. All right, off to find more Brotherhood of Steel dudes. This time, hopefully, some that are alive. Have you? You're a Monster Hunter guy, right, Sahel? Have you been playing the new? Not expansion, update they put out for Wilds? What? You've never played any Monster Hunter? Oh, I must be misremembering that. Sorry. Alright. Am I on the right quest? Yes. Where am I meant to go? Down near the correctional facility. Down here in the middle of nowhere. Out here near Camp Forlorn Hope. Well, just like before, the close by one we'll be doing first. Although I sure do wish this weather would calm the fuck down. Can I not get through anywhere here? Oh, there's a gate. Ah! Sure is a lot of gates smacking me directly in the face. Okay, so it's right over here-ish. It's near the correctional facility, which I haven't been to, but I have a vague recollection of being told that there are powder gangers in the correctional facility. Like, it was a jail, correctional facility, and the powder gangers took it over, or something like that. I think someone at some point told me that. Oh, there's the first dude.
Evening. What do you want? And don't try anything funny.
I'm Elder McNamara's representative, he said to ask if the bears are still hunting.
You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now, after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids.
Oh, guess I was right.
What puzzles me is why these men have been allowed to run wild for so long unchecked. Why has the NCR not retaken this place? Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends.
Sure thing. Alright, that was easy enough. Next, I think we head south. I guess we walk up from Nipton. That looks like kind of a road. So yeah, we just walk up from Nipton. Oh man, Nipton. What a cheery place. What the fuck? Be gone! Where did Veronica go? Don't need the poison glands for anything. Where the fuck did Veronica go? Did she not come with me? Is it because she's no longer friends with the Brotherhood, so now she leaves my party if I try to go inside. What's going on here? Yeah, I guess she just left my company when I tried to go inside. Follow me, please.
Standing around was getting exciting.
Are you gonna actually follow me? Yes, okay. Back to what I was doing. Still in the dock, and we head back to Nipton. I need my bodyguard. I need her to be with me to protect me from things. But okay, I need to pay attention to that next time in the future when I go into the Brotherhood of Steel hideout. That she will not follow me. Do I follow the train tracks? That's what it's looking like. Alright, follow the train tracks. And then on the east side of the train tracks, there will be a Brotherhood scout. What are those noises? Someone shooting at me? Ooh, ooh. Looks like whoever the scout is, they've taken the high ground, which makes really good sense for a scout. So I'm hoping that progressing the Brotherhood of Steel questline gets me to a place where they will ally with me. Because I know that they would be powerful allies to have. So I don't think this is where I need to go. But I'm still going. Because it said supply. And that has me intrigued. Seems like someone else has been here before me. Because there isn't all that much interesting stuff. Well, that was kind of a waste of time. Got some Radaway, that's okay. I think I got a stim pack too, but I was definitely expecting more. Why will it not? Is this like the edge of the map? No. What is this? Why will it not let me go any further? Guess we're going around. Not moving. I saw a shape. Didn't know if it was hostile. Oh, I see him. Or her. Them. Nice lookout post. The problem with being in a position like that is if you're going to be up on an outcropping like that, you need to be flat on your belly. Because look at how clearly they're silhouetted against the sky. That makes them very easy to spot. Howdy.
Don't take another step if you value your life. For what purpose do you approach me?
Elder McNamara, bears are hunting.
Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
Yeah, come to the conclusion that the NCR isn't shit and instead throw your lot in with me. That's exactly what I want. Yes! Alright, last scout. South of Camp Forlorn Hope. I will try and find my way from Camp Forlorn Hope.
Got enough?
Hello, NCR trooper. What are we fighting here? Veronica? Jesus Christ, Veronica, come back. What the fuck? What is it, girl? What do you smell? Do you smell the blood of non-believers? What the hell was that all about? What was that all about? So what have you guys in chat been playing lately? I, quite recently, yesterday in fact, I went back and played a couple of missions of Deep Rock Galactic, which I haven't touched in quite a while, and I gotta say, it's as fun as ever. Other than that, off stream, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV. I've played a little bit of Loop Hero. Might have to go up here. But I haven't actually, I've been streaming more recently, in case you haven't noticed. So I haven't been doing as much off-stream gaming.
Hello. Approach slowly, stranger. If you have
I've
no
been
business
playing
with
Path of
me,
Exile 2. Last few weeks it's been Warframe, a little bit of Path of Exile 1. I saw that Warframe put out something called Warframe 1999, which seems like a completely new game. I'm a little intrigued by that. What's the deal with that?
then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides have reached a stalemate, and only occasionally send skirmishers against one another. If I didn't know better, I'd say neither side is confident enough to push for a full victory. Which seems strange given the NCR's technological edge. In any event, I've recorded my findings in this report. Please deliver it to the Elder. I'm sure he will find the contents most interesting.
Alright. Stuff happens so you travel back in time to 1999. Interesting. Seems kind of kooky. Meet some of the people that are the people that got turned into the Warframes. Oh. I didn't even know that the Warframes were made from people. I'm not that on top of Warframe lore. I guess it's just back to the Brotherhood of Steel again. We are blitzing through this stuff. Please don't be a shitty storm. Yeah, you know, storm. I guess it pays to complain. I go inside. She doesn't come with me? Okay. Well, that's just standard now because she has decided to leave. Is it good, Warframe 1999? Is it fun and interesting? Once upon a time they weren't, then everything changed when the dev reconned the lore for the betterment of the game. I see. Quite like 1999. Is it the same gameplay-wise, or are there major gameplay changes as well? I haven't really played Warframe in a long-ass time. A few months ago, I started it out, just soloed a couple of missions, and then never really got back to it. But it's been years since I seriously played it. Well, as seriously as I play anything. Been years since I regularly played it. Let me put it that way.
Have you had any luck finding the scouts? Or did you have something to discuss?
Here are the scouting reports.
Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you.
Just tell me what you want me to do. No, go on.
The device that creates the sandstorms above, that masks our comings and goings, was only intended to be used in case of emergencies. It was never meant to be used with any regularity, and the other systems here were not designed to accommodate such usage. In particular, the air filtration system simply cannot handle the quantity of sand and grit that it's been forced to cope with these last few years. As a result, the system is failing, albeit slowly. I'm told we have a scant few months before it shuts down completely. Should that happen, it will quickly become impossible to breathe here in the bunker. Already the air quality begins to slightly worsen. I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
Yes, sir. Some changes to some of the missions. You get a motorbike and ride around in all missions, including the old missions. Ooh, fun. First, we're only supposed to be able to use it in 1999, but it bugged so you could use it everywhere, and the devs went, heck, gonna make it a feature. That reminds me of Deep Rock Galactic. Actually, there was a popular bug in that game that the devs also just came out and said, you know what, this bug is so popular, we're not going to fix it. It's a feature now. Oh, right, I had to find Lorenzo. Not just walk out of here, distracting myself. Lorenzo. Baba Benzo. Oops. Love it when devs make bugs into features. Because they don't ruin the game and people like them. Yeah. If something's popular, might as well roll with it, right? Brotherhood Scribe, Brotherhood Knight, Brotherhood Scribe. Is it you? No. Is it you? Oh. It's you. There we go.
Good to see you again. What can I help you with?
The Elder wants me to retrieve components to help fix the air filtration system.
So now I'm going to have your death on my conscience too? Great.
Maybe you misheard me.
No, I heard you quite clearly. You're being sent off to be killed like the others. You think you're the first person the Elders trusted with this? He sent 3 of our patrols out looking for those components, and they're all dead. I was the one who supplied the Elder with the location of possible sites where we could find the components, so their deaths are my fault. And now it's your turn. Well, don't say you weren't warned. I won't take the blame when you die horribly, but I can tell you're getting impatient. The items I'll need to keep the system running are a differential pressure controller, a reverse pulse cleaner, and several HEPA cartridge filters. At present, my best guess for finding the items would be to search any of the old vaults in the area. Those vaults were usually built much like these military bunkers, even using the same contractors in their constructions at times. I'll mark the vault's locations on your map. Best of luck to you.
Why, thank you.
Hey.
Vaults for a differential pressure thingy, reverse pulse thingy, and HEPA cartridge filters. Oh, and I already found the HEPA cartridge filters, apparently. Items, miscellaneous. Ah, nice. So that's one vault I don't have to visit. I think that was vault 22. Alright, here we go. Vault diving. Vault diving? Vault delving? I don't know. Here we go, looting the vaults, is what I mean to say. Alright, you follow me.
Aw,
Just when the standing around was getting exciting. Alright, got Vault 11 and Vault 3. Let's start with Vault 11. Guess if we go south from the 188, shouldn't be too hard to find my way there. Quite funny how many people complain about Path of Exile 2 new patch, though it's still got more people online right now than the all-time peak in Path of Exile 1. Wow, that's impressive. I bounced off Path of Exile 2. I didn't really like it. It didn't really Basically, it was too hardcore for me. I think I've spoken about this before on the stream. It's a very intense, very difficult game that requires absolute concentration and dedication every single moment of playing it. And that's just not the experience I'm looking for from that kind of game. It's not a casual, relaxing, chill game. And that's what Diablo always was for me. That's what Path of Exile always was for me. That's kind of what I want out of that genre. If I wanted to play Dark Souls, I'd play Dark Souls. And that's kind of what Path of Exiles 2 feels like to me. It feels like Path of Exile trying to be Dark Souls. And succeeding some of the way. It's not a bad game, it's just not what I want, unfortunately. No, I definitely need to go this side. But I'm glad that it's popular. I still like grinding gear. I'm glad they're successful. And what I will probably do is when they start a new Path of Exile 1 League, I'll probably go back and play that. The fuck? And then I will try Path of Exile 2 again sometime in the future. Maybe with the full release. Peak on Path of Exile 1 is 229. Path of Exile peak is 578. That is wild. That just goes to show, just because it's not the game I want it to be, doesn't mean it's not popular. How the hell? Is it through this road? Well, let's go back up here. GGG have spoken a few times. You weren't ready for that amount of players? No, of course not. Found it! I mean, why would they be ready for twice as many players as their main game ever had? Makes perfect sense. I'm just hoping that they do with Path of Exile 2 what they do with all Path of Exile 1 content. And that is, it comes out, it's wildly overtuned, it's way too difficult for me to enjoy it. And then after some time, they tone it way down and I can actually play it. That's how basically every league and every new piece of content they've ever put out has been. So I'm hoping that's what'll happen to Path of Exile 2 as well. Because I do want to play it, I just want to enjoy myself playing it. You know?
For the Brotherhood! That's enough of that.
Oh, that reminds me, I never delivered those giant mantis eggs to that crazy woman.
Over here.
Over where? Oh, over here. I see. That will be what will happen, because it will not be two different teams working on the two games. Full staff that will work on both. Yeah. Security recording, vault entrance. Okay, guess that's relevant to something. Maybe some quest I haven't discovered yet. Anything in these boxes? Giant rats, mantises. That's just up to there. Guess I'll take the rebound since it has no weight. Rebound. Not a lot of medical supplies in this clinic. Not exactly impressive. Where's this go? Goes down. I want to check this floor as completely as I can. Update on the weighted blanket. It's awesome. At least this far I haven't had a problem getting too hot. Oh good! I'm happy to hear that. Honestly, I wouldn't expect most other people to have that temperature issue because I'm very sensitive to heat, especially when I try to sleep. So I'm kind of a little bit extreme when it comes to that. But I'm happy it's not an issue for you. Anything here? Yeah, I'll take a couple of... Oh. In fact, I'll take them both. Don't want 4 toy cars, though. Election guide. Let's read this. Election guide. Dear fellow Vault Dweller, congratulations! Your dedication to the democratic process is the bedrock upon which the continued stability of Vault 11 is based. Now, to help you... Oh, that's not a comma, that's an apostrophe from the line below. Now, to help you make your decision for this year's election, a coalition of Vault 11 voting blocks has put together this handy dweller's official guide to obtaining overseers, democratically, or do-good. That contains a summary of the leading candidates for overseer, as well as their statements, key positions, and most importantly, endorsements. Okay, light is a little harsh now that the outside light is dimmed a little bit, so let's just... There we go. That looks better on the camera and feels better in my eyes. Sincerely, Roy Gottlieb, Chairman Coalition of Vault 11 Voting Blocks, President of the Justice Bloc, Candidate Henrik... I'm not reading all this. No, I'm not reading all this. Notice of postponement. No. Okay, so they changed it from a democratic voting process to people just getting picked at random with a random number generator. That's fun. Let's have a look at the local map. Looks like I need to continue going downwards. Get to my objective. Ah, bugs! Die! I can take care of that one. Easter started in Warframe. Guess you need to log in and check the market if you're missing any Easter stuff. What does Warframe do for Easter? Like what kind of event is going on?
Come on.
Jump scare cam. Cosmetic stuff to the Warframe, such as bunny ears. Alright. Fun idea. Take that. Let me guess, I need to go further down. No, it doesn't look like I do. Wait, yes I do. Yes I do. Okay. Is this where I came in? No, it's not. Overseer's office, security. Let's head to security. Not good enough at hacking or lockpicking to get in there. Steam gauge assembly, sensor modules. Used random number picker. Easier for the overseer to tamper with the random. Oh, that might be it. That might be it. Maybe we'll find some log later on with someone going, I can't believe it. It picked the same overseer 50 times in a row. That could very well be it. Already took that one. Jump! Anything in these? Middle one has... Ooh! Always happy to pick up more ammo. This way. I really feel like most of the time, well, how do I put this? I think I like Skyrim overall better than I like New Vegas. However, exploring these old vaults is a lot more interesting than a lot of the random dungeons in Skyrim. Ooh, trap. That hurt. Now why would there be traps and barricades? That tells me something went wrong down here. What the? No, go away. I'm trying to loot. What blew up?
Man flesh.
Oh, hey Trinity, welcome. I just got my leg blown off. But don't worry, I can fix it. Did they also place mines? Yeah, I must have overlooked a mine or something. Make the rat away. Alright, where am I going? Down there. Oh no, more swimming. I can save before getting into this. And the water's radioactive. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Lovely. Alright. That's what I'm here for. Now that I have what I came for, I can leave, or I can just explore some more. Let's see if I find anything interesting. Like, I'd like to go to the Overseer's office. Overseer might have, I don't know, a safe or something? Containing something interesting. Am I gonna become radioactive man? Last stream it was really bad because I was in a, I was exploring another vault and it was filled with radioactive waste. So I was just, there's this thing called a Radaway, which is a pill that reduces how irradiated you are. And I was just eating those like Tic Tacs so I wouldn't overdose on radiation. But let's see where I'm at now. So I am at 216 rads. I think 1,000 kills me. So I am at what is called mild radiation poisoning, I think. So once I get out of here, I should probably see a doctor and see about having that cured. What's in this? Oh, those are just lunch boxes. Don't have any use for that. Don't have any use for that. Definitely want those.
Hey! Uh-oh.
Ah, damn it. Good thing I have a lot of bobby pins. Damn it, Bobby! Oh, the bugs, rats can be inside the airtight rooms and somehow survive there for ages. Shh! Don't think too hard about it. Don't think about it too hard. The way I rationalize it to myself, just gonna pop Radix before running in there. The way I rationalize it to myself is that there are small gaps too small for humans to go through, like this size or something. And you don't see them in the game because they would be a pain in the ass to actually render. But that's how critters get in and out, even though people can't get in and out that way. That's my explanation. And if you analyze it too much, it doesn't completely hold water. But as long as you don't do that, if you just kind of squint, it kind of works.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that seemed mildly pointless. Alright. I guess we are getting out of here. Where's Veronica? Wonder if there were other doors down under the water. There probably were, but the whole no air and radiation stuff, it's so stressful, I don't think it's worth it. Not when I don't necessarily need anything from there. Oh, there she is. Good. He's catching up. That's flooded. We're heading back up. This is just where I just was, yeah. Alright, you know what? I think vault fun time is over for this vault. I think we're heading out, and then we're going to the other vault, which I do think is going to be harder, because the other vault, if I remember correctly, is home to the Fiends.
Got my eyes peeled.
For anyone who doesn't know, the Fiends are a gang of raiders. They are very annoying. And going into their home turf undoubtedly means I'm gonna have to murder a whole hell of a lot of them. But that's okay. I'm the murder man. I am generous when it comes to passing out bullets. Although maybe... I really wish I could get in there. Maybe before going to the next vault, I should stop by, I don't know, somewhere, maybe Gunrunners or the 188? Male dorm and female dorm. Oh, so this was gender segregated. Could you not? I also want to go to the strip because I have found a bunch of jumpsuits. I have an NPC there who wants to buy them off me. That. Kabonk. Oh, I'm almost at level 19. Alright, I think that is just about it. There we go. Alright, let's start with often. So, upset is a potential. Okay, so it has an E second to last. But other than that, it shares no commonalities with often or upset. So it could be wakes. It has 2 in common with wakes. Which means it could be tiles. There we go. Security recording, download complete. And nothing else is new. Security block, security tapes. I feel like I'm going to get a quest to get the security tapes from Vault 11, and I'm just going to already have them. Anything in any of these lockers? Don't really look like it. Footlocker, though, has a bunch of ammo. What if the big wall of text I skipped explains what went down in the vault? It might have, but my brain was just glazing over. I don't mind some reading in a game, but I get impatient when I just have an entire wall of text spewed at me. You know, when I'm playing a video game, I'm not really in the same headspace as when I sit down to read a book. Alright, I think we're getting out of here. I can find my way. Not this way. Wait, lower level from the female dorms? No. Okay. No, I completely agree. I completely agree. It's because when it's split into multiples, you're at least doing something in between. You're not just sitting there reading and reading and reading and reading. Even if all you're doing is closing down one note and moving on to the next, it's still something. think we're on our way out. And when we get out, I want... This is the clinic, so that's the entrance right over here. There we go. Alright, so I definitely want to travel to somewhere I can trade. And actually, I'm right next to the 188. And I haven't visited the 188 in a while. So it should have refreshed its stock and its cash. No matter how many floors there is, where's the elevators? So in Vault 22, the one with the toxic plants, that one actually had elevators. The elevators were broken, and then if you had a high enough repair skill, you could fix them and use them. But yeah, why don't all the other vaults have elevators as well? Good point. Can I trade with you? Alright. I want all your 12 gauge. I will take all your 20 gauge. I like shotguns. What else do you have? I have enough doctor's bags. Alright. What do I want to sell to make up for that? Keeping the NCR dollars. Keeping all my ammo. Hotels being all mainly staircases. The tops had working elevators, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I don't think the others did. Well, the Lucky 38 does as well. Don't really need these. Don't use that. Don't. Gonna hold on to the centaur blood in case I need it for something. It doesn't weigh anything anyway, so. Hang on to the dynamite. Get rid of these. Get rid of this. Get rid of...
Emotional, damn it!
Yo, Bodilla Godzilla! Good to see you. How you doing? How are things with you? That just in case, doesn't weigh a ton. Never use this long fuse dynamite. I'll sell my microfusion cells and my missiles to someone else, because she doesn't have enough money. A pulse gun? No. No, we're kind of reaching the point where she doesn't have enough money to buy any more of my stuff. Which means she doesn't get any more of my stuff. Emotionally damaged? You're alright though, how am I? I'm good, I'm good. Had Trinity, my girlfriend, visited since Thursday. She went home today. So I figured I'd do a little streaming. I'm on Reddit on a Warframe post, someone saying they think an age gap for romance of 6 to 10 years is too big. And then you just think, but isn't that normal? I feel like the age gap thing, it really matters how old you are. If you're, I don't know, if you're 30 and your partner is 20, that can work, but that is a big age gap. If you're 50 and your partner's 40, that's a way smaller age gap, even though it's the same number of years. And of course, if you're 21 and your partner is 15, well, then it's shady. Even though it's technically legal, it's still kind of dodgy. How about a 13-year gap? I mean, ultimately, if it works for both parties, it's fine by me. I'm just saying the younger you are, the bigger impact an age gap is likely to have. Just if you get your head out of romance and just like think in general, when you were in school, when you were 13 years old, the kids that were 15 years old, just 2 years older, were completely different creatures from you. They might have as well have been a different species. But when you're 30, you know, you could easily have a lot in common with someone who's 20 or 40. All right, Samuel, do you sell stuff as well? I would like to trade with you.
Welcome to the 188 Slopping Shop.
All right. Like to see what you have for sale. He has almost no caps. What a bummer. Well, let's give him some caps. Could you repair my armor, please? And my riot shotgun. Oh, my helmet too. And my riot shotgun. I am not paying 5,500 caps. Even though it's a really good gun, that's most of my money. I am not doing that.
You bet.
Now he has more caps, so now I can get some of the caps back by selling stuff. So I want to sell... I don't need pulse mines. I don't need a pulse gun, and I don't need a pulse grenade. I don't need plasma mines. And I don't need, well, and that's about all he can afford of my stuff. He can afford a couple of my missiles. I can afford like 2 missiles. There we go. And then he can afford another 20 caps, so he can afford 10 microfusion cells. There we go. So we got a little ammo and we got rid of some of our stuff, which is what I was looking for. So let's save and let's head on to the next vault. But really, the whole age gap thing, I think in general, I don't judge age gap, but I do get a little judgy if one of the parties is very young. Like, I feel like teenagers, because their brains and emotions aren't fully developed, I feel like even in a relationship where the older party isn't deliberately trying to take advantage of their partner, I still think a relationship between a teenager and someone who is like mid-20s or older, that teenager can easily get taken advantage of even if nobody's trying to take advantage of the teenager. But it's hard because at the same time, you know, I want to be open-minded. I don't want to be judgy. And ultimately, if everyone in a relationship, if all parties in a relationship are happy and well taken care of, then that's what's most important. I think I have to go inside to get at Vault 3. So I probably want to heal up before doing that. So I probably want to pound a couple of Brahmin steaks, a couple of sunset sarsaparillas. And, oh, and I probably want to get shot at by some asshole. Hello, sir. Say hello to my cowboy repeater. Take those. Oh, level up. All right. What do we really want? Kind of want more science. I kind of want more repair. I kind of want more medicine. I kind of want more guns. I kind of want more barter. Have 15. So I'll put 5 points in 3 things. I'll put 5 points in repair. I'll put 5 points in medicine. And I'll put 5 points in barter. I'll skip guns for this level. There we go.
Trouble.
Your own blood?
Okay, enough with the laser bullshit.
Sight of your own blood? Shit.
You like the sight of your own blood?
Welcome back, Fatzel. Ooh, 20 gauge rounds. 20 gauge rounds. Dog was barking. You were up anyway, you started dinner. Can I try and guess what you're having for dinner? Would that be okay if I try to guess? Guess away? Okay, sausages and pasta. Very close. Guess again. You ran out of pasta, so you're making sausages and rice. Spaghetti with sausages and cheese. Ooh. See, I really like when I have, even if I just boil a bowl of spaghetti or spaghetti with sausages, bacon, onion, I really like to just put it piping hot in a plate and then just grate some cheese over it. I really like that. And I shouldn't. It's a lot of fat. It's a lot of calories. I know, but god damn it, I really like it. It's delish. Alright, well, 3. Here we go. This door is activated somewhere else. Yesterday I had something more fun. Pita bread. Used as a base to make mini pizzas. Oh yeah, I could see that. being a thing. You don't count calories, maybe I should. I don't count calories specifically either, but I do sometimes just look at something and go, okay, that's a lot of calories. Maybe, you know, instead of drinking a Monster, I should just have water with this. Or, you know, maybe if I have this, I should not have a snack later. So I don't go so far as to count calories, but I have started to try and watch what I eat just a little bit. He said, sipping of extremely high energy density Monster. I am definitely not any kind of fanatic about it. I've been putting on weight lately. And I don't really care about the weight, as in the specific number on a scale. But I do want to... You lost weight? Oh, congratulations, Padilla, if that was intentional. I do want to, you know, reduce my waistband, reduce my belly, get stronger, get fitter, get healthier, which is why I joined a gym. And realistically, I can't do that and not lose weight, and I'm happy to lose weight, but I will never, you know, estimate success or failure based on the number shown on a scale. Went into a depression hole, just briefly crawled yourself out of it. Good job. That is so fucking hard. Not only to crawl out of the hole, but just survive being in the hole. I've been there, Bodilla. And I respect the hell out of you managing to do that. Some years ago, started to limit myself to 1 monster a day, unless you're really, really tired. Monster would be how you can stay awake instead of going to bed, messing up the sleep pattern. I limited myself to 1 monster a day unless I was streaming or working out. Streaming earned me a 2nd monster, working out also earned me an extra monster. But I got away from that, and I think I might want to start that back up. Because that way I am also incentivized to do the stuff I want to do. Oh, that's a tripwire. Really, hell, don't even think you're a human. You were, but I definitely know what you're talking about. I know what you're feeling. What does the tripwire go to? I think it just collapses that part of the roof. Take those for selling. Friends notice the difference on stream, smiling on stream and stuff. Noticed how much better you look now. I'm very happy to hear that, Bodilla. Good job on toughing it out and coming back. Hey, Aurelia. Here, there's a bear with a gun in here. There is, in fact, with several guns. Take those. Although, if we are giving due where it's due, credit where it's due, I still don't do much of the killing around here. This fine lady, Veronica, especially this mechanical monstrosity on her right arm, that's a power fist. That power fist does most of the killing around here. I'll shoot at something and then shoot it again and then shoot it again, and then I'll be like, okay, I probably need 2 more shots to kill it. And then she'll go up and just explode it with a punch. And she'll do that to things I haven't even shot at yet as well. She hits so monstrously hard. It's kind of making me want... I'm not going to do it on stream, and I'm not going to do it anytime soon. But it's kind of making me want to start a second playthrough where I go for melee. So, without committing to anything, this is not any kind of a promise. I think if I'm still of the same mind when we get there, I might go for a melee build in Fallout 4. Tough breakup, health problems, someone very close to you passed away. It's been a lot. Health issues still there, but your head's been cleared this week. That does sound like you had a rough time of it, Padilla. You know what? When life kicks you like that, you kind of have to not get on your own case. Like, you can't be mad at yourself for getting depressed and for running out of steam when life treats you like that. You have to just acknowledge that sometimes it's a lot to take. Do I maybe do something inside this building? This building doesn't seem to have a door. Oh, here it is.
Ah, my lord expresses his mighty thanks for your continued loyalty.
Oh yay, I got this.
Oh, thank you, Zahel. I appreciate the support, my man. What is that? 8 months. 8 months of subscription. That is a lot of support. Especially if we count... Oh, shit. Okay. That terminal was rigged to blow, apparently. I need a doctor bag. Especially if we count all the time you've been here modding and helping out. I really appreciate you, Zal. I appreciate you too, really. I appreciate all you guys. Doctor bag, doo-doo-doo. Give me back function of my limbs. Then let's drink. I have a lot of purified water. That's pretty heavy. I am just going to absolutely nuke my bladder. Let's see, 15. 10 is overkill, but 5, 7 should be good. Ooh. Guy was wearing metal armor. It's kind of making me think of Yang's Shot Fist and Ruby. I haven't watched Ruby, so thank you for the follow-up explanation. Asked if you wanted to come to a funeral on Friday. Planning to, but it's going to be so rough. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, shit. Honestly, we're inside. I think I probably want to switch to one of my caravan shotguns. Ham radio. Little heads up, I believe everything in this building wants to blow me up. You could be right, Zahel. You could be right.
I think Bear is a cutie. Yeah.
Ah, thank you, Badilla. I hope the funeral goes well on Friday, and I hope you come out of it not too drained. Even though there's definitely going to be some pain and there's definitely going to be some fatigue, but I hope it's not too hard on you, at least. Right, I think that's all I get. Okay. Let us start with hunting. Okay, that was just blind luck. There is no deduction needed when you can just... Okay, factory foreman station, McMurray's neon sign designs. That's building and garden, quantity 3, blah blah blah. Description, single-sided sign, red and white colors, sans serif typeface. Top line reads Everts on a red background. Line 2 and 3 read Building and Garden on a white background. All kinds, blah 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 blah. Okay, and the other one? Kingman's Barbecue. Accident report log. Kevin dropped one of the glass tubes today while forming it. He ended up with a nasty cut on his hand from the broken glass. Fortunately, no one else was hurt. I bandaged his hand and had him clean it up before sending him home. One more accident like that and I may have to let him go. Kid's too accident prone. Incident. Oh, that was broken glass. Incident elevator. One of the elevators to the upper loading dock broke down again. Unfortunately, Jonathan was inside waiting to unload and the sudden stop caused one of the signs to slip off its pallet and it broke his leg. He'll be out of it for at least a month while it heals. Is that the same guy? No, there's two different guys. Gonna sneak into lurk, have a phone call. Alright, Bodilla, enjoy your lurk. Thanks for stopping by. Take those. Take that. Take the pre-war money. Metal box. This is all junk, it seems. All garbage. Lad's life and boxing times. If something doesn't have weight, there isn't really a good reason to not take it. I was kind of hoping there would be an entrance to the vault here. But there doesn't seem to be. Which makes sense. It's just inconvenient. So this is one of the signs we saw on the computer. I was hoping there would be something here I could use to open access to the vault. Because now I don't really know what to do. Guess just keep exploring. Alright, I'll go around. I'll go around, game. Am I dumb? Did I walk up to this door, click on it, and then not check out the control panel next to it, which is probably what I need to open it? Yeah, I'm dumb.
What the fuck are you
Good
doing
job.
here? You got some kind of fucking death wish, asshole?
Let's see how tough you are.
Uh-oh.
You like the sight of your own blood? Sight of your own blood?
Why be subtle? Why be tricky when you can just mount a frontal assault? Oh, a Ripper. Nice. 20 gauge rounds. I'll take a caravan shotgun. That'll put me overweight, and then I'm going to use one of the caravan shotguns I picked up to repair my caravan shotgun. How specific do you need to be for the question of the day? Is tea a working answer, or would you have to specify the type of tea? I would say you'd have to specify the type of tea. Because the point is drinking just one thing forever. So you'd kind of be sidestepping that by going, oh, I'll just pick tea, and then I can have a variety of tea and different teas. That's kind of against the spirit of the question, I'd say. A variety. Good one. Black tea, Earl Grey. That's actually probably not a bad choice, like health-wise either. I will have more purified water. Like 5 should do it.
Hey! You like the sight of your own blood?
The one issue with being ranged while Veronica is melee is she is a black belt at running in front of my line of fire and getting shot in the back of the head. If permitted, you would go with your Christmas tea blend with milk. That could be seen with 2 things. No, if it's that specific blend, I would say that counts as 1 thing. I would say that's fair. Nothing I want. Definitely want those. And definitely want these. Red X and ran away. I'm in the way wrong part of the vault, but that's okay. I will get there in time.
You ready to die? Coming. You like the sight of your own blood?
I would probably, I don't know. I would definitely go with something cold. I wouldn't want to drink a hot drink or something that's meant to be hot every day. The reason I said water wasn't an issue because I feel like water is the correct answer. I feel like if water is on the table, water is what you should pick every time. Miss your chamomile tea with honey when you have a sore throat? Yeah, you'd have to make do. You would have to make do. You know, I think even though I don't drink it much on the regular, if I had to just drink one thing, I might choose milk. I don't really drink milk, but if I had to drink just one thing and water wasn't on the table, I think I'd have to pick milk. I certainly wouldn't pick Monster. As much as I love Monster Energy, I cannot drink enough Monster to stay fully hydrated and not poison myself. I would not want my main or sole fluid intake to come from Monster Energy. Honk. And yeah, as you say, fruit juice would be great, except that it's probably too acidic. Drinking nothing but fruit juice probably ends up killing your teeth down the line. With milk simply is a gamble whether or not you have adverse stomach. Oh yeah, that's definitely a good enough reason to rule it out. I'm not crazy about milk, but I also don't have a strong dislike for milk. Milk's like, whatever for me. Conductor is not what I'm here for. What is in here? Oh, these are actual Nuka-Colas? Did I just go overweight? I think I did. Yeah, I went way overweight. Alright, time to repair some weapons. Where are you? Repair you. And I think one more ought to do it. Repair my hunting rifle. There we go. Flavor-wise, you could do chocolate milk, but then adverse reactions to milk. Yeah. I also think maybe chocolate milk is too sugary to have as your only fluid intake. Thought of stop eating yogurt as breakfast for work days? 50-50 if your stomach is happy or not. Yeah, I think, you know, not to call you guys out, but I think it's pretty normal as you get older for the stomach to have a harder time tackling dairy. For me, it's only really an issue if it's very fatty dairy. Like, I do fine with dairy, but if I have a lot of really fatty milk, that can give my digestion a run for its money. You're not sensitive to milk, don't hate milk. Milk would be the correct answer. Yeah. I hadn't really given it any thought ahead of the stream. It's not really like, oh, I'm going to pose this question and then I have the perfect answer. But yeah, I think you're right. I think milk might be the correct answer if you have the lactose tolerance mutation, as you say. take a long-term break from milk, it likely gets worse. I could imagine. I don't know that for sure, one way or the other. But yeah, makes sense to me. I need to get a key from someone. Because there is no way I can't get down there without a really high lockpick skill. Which means there is someone I can murder in order to get in there. I haven't had milk in a long time. I actually, when I moved, I never got around to doing it, but I was considering having milk regularly when I moved, and I might still do this because I was thinking about taking up eating oatmeal with milk as my regular everyday breakfast. Oatmeal is really healthy. Yeah, I know. That's kind of why I'm considering it. Not only is it nutritionally healthy, but it's also been linked to lowering cholesterol levels. I'll take these. Take the purified water as well. That puts me overweight. And then I drink the purified water. Oats and rye specifically have some digestive benefits. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that either. Rye kind of sucks though. I mean, I like rye bread, but I don't like rye bread for the rye. I like rye bread that's full of seeds to the point where the actual rye bread is just the binder binding this seed loaf together. If you give me rye bread that's just the rye bread, it's horrible and I hate it. So I love rye bread, but I'm actually not a fan of rye. Liked to eat oatmeal for breakfast, but then mom changed which milk she buys, and you don't like the new one she buys much. Oh, that sucks. And you can't convince her to change back so you can have the breakfast you want? I'll repair this just for the weight. I'm never going to use that gun. I'm going to sell it. Right, so much for raiding the kitchen. You have asked and she forgets it? Oh, that's annoying. By the way, Aurelia, I'm a little curious. Since you moved, I don't think it's a secret that you moved to Norway from Denmark. So I don't think I'm really outing you by bringing this up. But what I'm curious is, have you learned to speak Norwegian? Or do you just get by on Danish and the shared understandability that our languages have? Banana pear. Oh, banana pear yogurt is great. Checked last week, you were number 46. Ooh, I hope you get the apartment you want, Zahel. Also, here's a thing. You can combine oatmeal or cereal with yogurt, and it actually gets really good. Is this where I'm meant to go? Yeah, down and to the right. No Norwegian learned. Turned out about a quarter of your language overlaps. That means different things. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Norway and people were like, "Oh, if you speak Danish or Swedish, people in Norway, you can understand Norwegian people." And I'm like, I can't really understand a Norwegian and I can't really understand a Swede. If they're speaking slowly and trying to be more comprehensible, then yes, probably. But if they're speaking normally, no. No, if they're speaking normally, then it almost just gets more confusing from the fact that some words overlap and some words, as you say, do overlap on the sound of the word, but then they mean different things. I need to get across to there. See, throughout this playthrough, one thing I've brought up a lot is even though the setting is post-apocalyptic and this kind of decor works great for an abandoned house, if someone's living in this space, it would be more cleaned up. However, that is not the case here because the people living here are psychopathic, fucked up, violent junkies. So I am perfectly able to believe, with no suspension of disbelief, that the place they live in looks like it's been abandoned for 200 years. I am having no issue buying that. Bottles everywhere, empty syringes, trash. What doesn't make sense for normal people is actually really good and flavorful decor for psychopath junkies. So Winter taught me one thing: can't stay here permanently. A year or two more. It's too dark, too much darkness, too much ice. You're getting overwhelmed by the winter? Fresh apple? What a treasure. Psycho. I need a key and I don't know where to find it. Is it over here? I kind of hope. Moved from Finland to Malta because of the dark and cold was too much for you. Are you originally from Finland, Dota? Also, what do I call you? Do I call you Mad Science, or Dota? What do you prefer? You're originally from Finland. I actually know a couple of words in Finnish. I know, let's see. I know koira. I know poike. I know yksi, kaksi, kolme. And I know, of course, as everyone does, perkele. And that's all the Finnish I know. Remind me which vault this is. This is Vault 3. And I'm trying to find a key. It is eluding me. Why does this have to be? That's it. That's the rhyme. I'm out of rhymes. I know everything I need to get by. So you're saying I can get a date in Finland if I see an attractive woman and I walk up to her and I say "Perkele koira." That's gonna get me a date? That's what you're saying, right? It's not a bad icebreaker. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Veronica. Can I pick this? Broken, so it's going to explode? No? Bad data. Cannot read. Well, at least it didn't blow up in my face, which is kind of what I was expecting it to do. I will take this Nuka-Cola, and I will drink it. No, I don't need to. What's in the dresser? Garbage. What's in the dresser? Garbage. Real junkies wouldn't have food and a cola on the shelf. Maybe that was a particularly neat junkie. Maybe that junkie's personality expresses itself through OCD. Hello, Aurelia. Welcome back. Hey, little Biddle, welcome. Bottle caps. I'm gonna take this. That's gonna put me overweight. Then... oh, it's already basically fully repaired. Okay, I need to repair something else. Like my sawed-off. That still puts me overweight. I'll repair my service rifle. There we go. That puts me way underweight. Kinda looked like I got a flashback. Kinda did. I think I can turn the kill cams off, but honestly, I find the random jump scare kill cams kind of hilarious.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the strip. Must have delivered more than just mail. Whoa!
Oh yeah? Come up here and say that to my face. Thank you for clipping that, Sal. Oh, those look like prisoners. I wonder if I can get a quest to come here and free the prisoners.
You like the sight of your own blood?
You like the sight of your own blood? I'm gonna make you bleed. Yeah.
One second, I'll get you out of there. Just need to clean up a little first. No, we're good.
You can't hide from me.
Oh, I am not a skilled enough lockpick. Alright, we need to find a key. And the key is probably on someone who's about to be dead. Okay, kill cam, that's enough. Okay, let's try in here. It's further down. Let's not go further down until we check out the rest. That's further up. Okay, looks like I've been there. Guess we are going further down. We're going deeper underground. Ba-do-do-do, ba-do-do-do-do. Is that someone asleep? Or is that someone actually dead? I'd say actually dead. Just drugs. That really vouches for the quality. That really instills in me confidence in the quality of these drugs. When there's just a dead person on a bed surrounded by these drugs. It's like, oh, I'm sure those drugs are very safe to take. Then again, people don't take drugs because they're looking for a safe experience. I don't think so. I don't know. I never took drugs. Well, I never took drugs that weren't prescribed to me. Oh, hello. All right. Get the rounds. Oh wait, there was a bottle cap. Give me that. Give me the money. Show me the money.
I'm gonna eat your spleen. You thought you could hide from me?
Bonk. More radioactive water? God damn it. I'm gonna have to go down there, aren't I?
I'm gonna eat your spleen.
Yeah, I am. Oh, hello.
You like the sight of your own.
Wait, Fiend Prisoner Key. That's part of what I wanted. Vault 3 Maintenance Key. Those are the keys I wanted! Made from spite and murder. Right? She's lovely. I love having her around. Just anything so much it looks at me funny, and Veronica just comes flying in behind me going, "It's fisting time!" And things die. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I'm just gonna reload. Alright, no point. No point in trying to swim because we don't have the skills for that. Now, where did I come from? Here? I seem to have gotten slightly disoriented. Again. Maybe I can swim in this water, actually. This is different water. There we go. Now I can free the prisoners.
Take down this password. It'll get you into the Overseer's area upstairs, I think. Thanks for the help.
All 3 Overseer password. Nice. Nice, making real progress here. So now I can... Maybe it was just to get in here. In which case, we kind of already took care of that. You one of the prisoners? You are. Okay, I'm not gonna shoot you. I don't shoot prisoners. Well. Okay. I did not see that coming. Okay, hold on. Take care of that. And disarm that. Like the explosive skill needed to interact with the grenade cluster. What if... Yeah, figures. That's what I thought would happen. I just wanted to make sure. Alright. Disarm the tripwire. God damn it, another mine.
How the hell did you get in here? And who the hell are you?
I was sent here by Colonel Shu.
Shu sent you? This was my mission.
Colonel was concerned. You missed your check-in.
You can go back to old Shu and tell him that the mission will be completed. I just need a couple more days.
Well, what's the holdup?
What's it look like? I caught one in the leg. I killed a dozen of those degenerates sneaking my way in, but one got a drop on me. I holed up here after I killed that one. They're too stupid to unlock the door, so I knew they'd figure whoever attacked had just taken off. I just need a day or two, then I'll take out Motor Runner myself. I even got his key to the maintenance wing. Situation's under control.
Afraid your leg looks and smells like it's on the verge of infection.
God damn it. I know. Was just hoping that, are you trained as a doctor? Can you fix my leg?
Have a doctor's bag right here.
What are you waiting for?
Alright, Bryce, go get yourself killed. Oh, look at that. I guess this is the guy who rigged all the explosives, so thank you, asshole. Take the healing powder. Take a couple of Nuka-Colas. 3, I think. That might be enough for now. I have a busted limb. I'm just going to eat a doctor's bag. Since I have radiation sickness, I am going to take a little bit of rad away because I have a bunch. Hey, free radical perk. What does that do? Oh, that's not here. That's in stats. Perks, free radical. You gain enhanced effects from Radaway. Nice. Nice, nice. Alright. Let us see if we can make our way to the maintenance area. It's not through here, it's the other way. It's through... It's just another toilet. Through this way, I think. That leads the same way. Well, then I have to go here, I'm sure. You have anything? No. Garbage. Wait, you have Fixer. I'll take Fixer. I don't really deal a lot with addictive stuff, but still, it's nice to have. Unlock storage room doors. Weapon lockers. Alright. So how the hell do I find my way back to where I want to go? Wait, unlock storage room doors. I wonder if those are the flooded doors I've just unlocked. That would make sense. I have to go and check. You know what? I'm going to leave a save up here, and then if it's not, I can just zip all the way back up here. Aren't any other locked doors left from what you've seen? No, not apart from the maintenance area, which we've gotten the key for. No. Alright. It was worth a shot. Just leads back here. What the fuck? Oh, I was in the completely wrong area. I see now. And then the door I'm looking for is right over here. At the end of this. Oh, wait. Or is it right here? No. No, it's this way. Conferring with my compass, which confirms that it's this way. Alright, we're going in. Okay, I really don't like that. Get that fire out of my face. Thank you. Just chit chat. No. Just gonna pick it. I'm better at that. Wait, that was empty, empty. Here's something. Ugh. Empty, empty.
You like the sight of your own blood?
Oh, it's their boss, Motor Runner. Hello, Motor Runner. Get your motor running. Well, the chainsaw is quite valuable, but it's also stupid heavy. So, unfortunately, we're going to leave it. Why am I saying hello to a corpse? Is that not normal around here? Talking to the dead? Man, I sure am glad I picked the lock to get in here. I could pick up all of this delicious nothing. Not unless you're a necromancer. Well, I'm more of a pyromancer. Because while I do like romancing necks, I definitely prefer romancing pies. Anything in here? Well, actually, that was a bottle cap. I do want that. Take the Sunset Sarsaparilla. Last epoch, I'm a pyromaniac necromancer. Because you can do stuff so all your minions are on fire. Fun! Man, I haven't played Last Epoch in a long time. Wonder how Titan Quest 2 will look once they release it. Well, I'm very, very cautiously optimistic about Titan Quest 2. Because... okay. Because from what I understand, most of the people who made Titan Quest 1 are working on Grim Dawn. They're in Iron Crate. Which means that while Titan Quest 2 might be based on the first Titan Quest, and while it'll have the name Titan Quest 2, apparently it's not made even remotely by the same people. And that I find is always a little worrying. Oh, a throne. You've heard good things about Titan Quest 2 from someone who got an early beta test? Well, that's nice. I am almost definitely getting it eventually, or at least trying the demo. And I am withholding all judgment until I have had a chance to play it for myself. But I am because it's made by different people, I am cautiously optimistic. If it were made by the same people, I would probably be hype instead. Add it to my wish list, and then we'll see where it goes. Yeah, it's not a day one buy for me. For me, it's probably wishlist it, and then grab it when it's on a strong sale. Right, so I'm gonna go to this guy and tell him I killed Motor Scooter and see what he has to say. So happy you didn't do day one buy of Wilson. I think I did, because I played Wilson very early on in the early access and I loved it. I thought it was very promising. So when I could buy Wilson, I did. And then I found out that the Wilson we got was something completely different from the Wilson I played on early access. And I was so disappointed and so sad. I think we're gonna go with the cowboy repeater. A lot of ammo for that when we go outside. You in Volson early access purchased? I might have purchased it in early access. But like you, I was not impressed with the final product. Alright, I guess I would like to see a doctor before I do anything else. I would like to... You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to sleep in a bed. An honest to goodness bed, and I like to get my radiation cured. Now where can I do that? Probably at Camp McCarran. Steal all their cigarettes. Where's the barracks tent where I can sleep? This one? No. There's like a tent with a bunch of beds in it, and I can sleep on one of them. I can sleep on this one, that's fine. Now, as for a doctor... I don't remember. I think there's a doctor in here, in the McCarran Airport building. I think maybe over here by the science division I can get healed as well.
Oh, good to see you again.
No? But this guy, he probably won't.
What do you need? Bye.
That's where I thought I could. I just want to hit a doctor to get rid of my rads. You know where there's a doctor? There's a doctor at the Brotherhood of Steel, and that's where I'm going anyway. So might as well get treated there.
Hey, don't take...
I actually slightly disagree, Aurelia. I would go so far as to say, from my opinion of course, that Wilson is outright bad. Because I like to play through games once, and I really like this genre. So if Wilson was, it's fine, it's okay, it's nothing special, but it's okay, I feel like then I would have played through it once and never touched it again. And I didn't do that. I didn't finish it. I didn't get very far in it at all because I didn't like it. So I would go so far as to say that Wilson is not just unexceptional, but actually not terrible, but somewhat bad. It's like a 4, maybe 3.5 out of 10. Quite sure the only reason the Warhammer 40k games works because of the Warhammer 40k fans, not because they're good. Some of them, that's definitely the case, Zahel. I would say a game like Space Marine, I would probably never have played Space Marine if it wasn't 40k, and if I wasn't getting that rush of, yeah, kill the orcs, then I wouldn't have enjoyed it. So it's definitely the case there. Whereas a game like Darktide is just the next evolution building on top of Left 4 Dead 2. Oh, you're specifically thinking of the Diablo-like ones. I've only played one of them, Inquisitor Martyr, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the gameplay. It was dripping with atmosphere. It very much looked and felt like 40k, but it just wasn't a very fun game to play. First Dawn of War, expansions for that was actually great.
Hello, can I help you?
For me, because it's 40k, Dawn of War is probably the RTS I'm the most interested in playing. Here, the Rogue Trader RPG is very good. I hear it's very good as well. And I definitely will be streaming that somewhere down the line. Can you heal my radiation? Gulp, gulp. Thank you. Actually, can I buy some medical supplies from you?
Can I help you with...
As well. Buy all your rat away, and in return I offer you these 2 cat's eyes And these energy cells. No, actually, I'm not going to give you the energy cells. They have no weight. I'm going to get rid of stuff that has weight before I get rid of stuff that doesn't. That makes sense to me. How many frag grenades can she buy? About 600, so about 6. Yeah. There we go.
Thanks.
Expecting to get Rogue Trader for yourself at some point? From what I hear, I totally understand it. It seems really good. Actually need to complete at least 2 of your current unfinished CRPGs before you allow yourself to get another one. I mean, if that works for you, setting those kind of limitations, then I think it's a really good idea. Didn't like Martyr either, but like Prophecy a lot more. Not enough to play it more than 4.4 hours. Prophecy, I'm not sure I've heard of that. Zehel.
Hey.
So out of that list, Aurelia, Pathfinder Kingmaker, Wrath of the Righteous, Baldur's Gate 3 and 1 and 2 are games I plan on streaming eventually.
Back again, I see. Have you found all the components we need?
I have. Wait, what do you mean I'm still looking for them? I have all the components. It's because I have to give them to Knight Lorenzo and not the Elder. Okay, fair enough. Alrighty, right.
The bunker takes a little getting used to, doesn't it?
Is this not where I'm supposed to be? Well, I mean, those are just 2 sides of the same coin, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey.
Wait, are you not Lorenzo? Lorenzo! There you are.
Good to see you. Alive, that is. Have you found all of the components yet?
I have. They're right here.
Really? I mean, that's great. I knew you could do it all along. I'll get right to work installing these. Why don't you go tell the Elder the good news? I'm sure it'll be a huge load off of his shoulders. Hello?
It's still Warhammer 40k Inquisitor, but just like Martyr, it's standalone and added the class Tech Adept Inquisitor. Had mechanical summons, but kind of felt like it was accidentally a summoner rather than making them the playstyle. Alright. So does it play like the other Inquisitor, like Martyr?
You're being watched, so don't get any ideas.
Yeah, that makes sense, Aurelia, but to me it just seems like, I don't know, 2 flavors of the same ice cream. I won't buy one until I finish it, and I shouldn't buy more because I don't finish them. To me, I don't feel... There is a distinction, but I don't feel like the distinction is hugely important or massive. Don't remember. Haven't played them since COVID.
Back again, I see.
I did. Lorenzo's on it.
Good news for a change. Your efforts have humbled me, outsider. You have done more than I could expect, even from my brothers. Moreover, I've been going over the scouts' reports and keep coming up with the same conclusion. The NCR is not the threat I've believed it to be. We should not have had to rely on your help in this crisis. I believe
I'm out.
were guided by caution and prudence, but I now see people called me a hero after what happened at Helios. That ends now. Please, take this. It is this key will allow you to use our safe house to the northeast. I hope it will prove useful in your travels.
And it got me to liked. Sweet. You should copy what the backlogs does. Start a YouTube channel, clear out your backlog of games by making YouTube videos about them. So, here's the thing. If you want to do that, there are basically two ways you can do that. You can just upload raw, untouched footage, and for an RPG, expect people to sit through 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 hours, which, unless you find a really niche, rabidly interested audience, you're not really going to find an audience, and you're going to feel like you're wasting your time. Or you edit it, find the interesting bits, and make shorter edited videos. I watch a lot of those where someone will play through a game and they'll edit the whole playthrough down to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on what the game is. Those are a lot more fun to watch. They're a lot more interesting to watch. But here's the thing. They are also several orders of magnitude more work and time investment. And you run the risk that if you do that and you still don't find an audience, you'll feel like you are doing a monumental amount of work and getting nothing in return. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying go into it doing it for yourself, for cataloging purposes, for practice at video editing purposes. Don't do it for the audience, because if you do it for the audience and you don't find the audience, it's going to be a bitter pill. It's at least 5 times the time, probably more. No, I have a little experience video editing. I wouldn't say it's 5 times the time. I would say it's 100 times the time and effort investment. Some people will only watch a specific game but not watch the rest of the videos. Yeah, as any YouTuber and also streamer knows. Almost every game I've played, I've had new people come in, join the community, watch that playthrough, and then I never hear from them again. And that's okay. People like what they like. But yeah, I'm really not trying to discourage you, Aurelia. I think it's a really cool idea if you want to do it. I'm just trying to temper your expectations. Because going into YouTubing or going into streaming with too high expectations can break your neck motivationally. All right, we're going to do the same thing we did before. Put 5 points in 3 skills. We're putting 5 in guns. We're putting 5 more in medicine. And we're putting 5 more in repair. No, but as Scar said, be prepared. Yeah. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to make you prepared. In this case, for people to not care. Yes. It's kind of analogous to streaming. I mean, I can't stream for the sake of like getting attention or really having an audience. Hanging out with you guys is great, but most of the times when I start a stream, I don't know if there's going to be 10 people in chat or literally no one. So if I'm going to get anywhere streaming, I have to be able to stream just on my own, just for myself, and not get demotivated by that, not have it make me depressed, not end up next time I'm gonna stream thinking, you know what, nobody watches anyway, so there's no point, because then I end up never going live. So that's something you have to be able to beat. It's poisonous bullshit in your mind, and you have to be able to beat it. Anyway, that's enough ranting. What do I want? Oh, that's a kind of cool perk. Every location in the world is revealed. Solar powered. Nah, don't like any of those. Tag is kind of late. See with your flatmate too, she streams. Yeah, I've caught a couple of her streams. Well, parts of a couple of her streams. How dejected she sometimes sounds after a particularly slow stream. Yeah, that's a skill. You have to learn to basically put an arm lock on your brain and force it away from the negative thoughts, because they will be there. I'm considering getting adamantium skeleton. Life Giver's pretty good too. Gotta be comfortable talking to an empty room. Exactly. Yes. And here's another thing. Because there is nothing worse than going into a stream, and this, in my opinion, it's always bad when you go into a stream and the streamer is just sitting there in silence, not paying attention to the chat, which is understandable because there's nobody in there. They're streaming to 2 people, likely themselves and their bot. It's dead. But you have to pretend that's not happening. That's one of the reasons I can't see my viewer count. Right now, I'm looking at my screen, I can't see how many viewers I have. Maybe there are 3 people watching and 2 of you are just chatting. Maybe there are 50 people watching. I don't know. And it has to be that way. Because I basically always have to stream as if 50 people are watching, even if I know they're not. Because if I'm just sitting here completely silent, basically not streaming, just playing the game silently, who's gonna stay when they swing by? Who's gonna stay, or who's gonna look at that and go, okay, I'm gonna find another streamer to look at? Usually talks, that part is fortunate. Yeah. But I have seen a lot of streamers where I enter their stream and then there's just silence, and then I wait a couple of minutes and it's just silence, and then I write something in chat and they never respond because, and I feel sorry for them because the reason is they get so few viewers that they forget to check chat. But that's... You just gotta stream as if the audience is there. Because if you don't stream as if the audience is there, I don't think the audience will ever come. Also, about 5 minutes ago, I said I was done ranting, so I'm gonna stop now. Fast metabolism is good too. Commando, no. Lead belly. We're gonna take lead belly. If you started streaming, you'd get a 3rd small monitor. Chat to be right next to your game monitor. Yeah, that makes sense. So the way my stream, I'm gonna let you a little in on how the sausage is made. The way my stream setup is my main screen is what you're seeing up there. You're just seeing all of my main screen. That's the game. And then on my second screen, half of that is OBS. So I can see what my stream looks like. I can see my audio levels. I can see if I suddenly stop being live. The other half of the screen is split between chat, which is placed so it's right next to the game. And between chat and OBS is the Twitch activity feed, where I can see when people subscribe, when people do, what are they called? Redemptions for points, stuff like that, when people give me a shout out, when people raid. And that's what I have up. That's what I can see. I wouldn't mind a third screen, but I don't really have room for it, and I don't really need it. But yeah, if you're already cluttered, I would say, honestly, next to the game, I would say chat should be the priority. But that's also a matter of taste, because some people just like to watch a stream as if it were a TV show or a sporting event. I personally don't, but some people do. And for them, interacting with chat doesn't really matter. For me, the whole point of streaming or watching a stream is the interaction. It's hanging out with people who are playing a game or hanging out with people while I'm playing a game. So I love the interaction. So for me, if I was going to sit here and not interact with chat and not talk to chat, why don't I just record a Let's Play for YouTube? Then I don't have to worry about the time. I don't have to worry about people's schedules lining up. I can just do it at my own pace. So for me, streaming equals interaction. You like what Daggerwind does on YouTube? Never heard of them. He makes very long series of Farming Simulator, which is already a slow game. And he does serious speed up of video, adding music while doing fieldwork. That's a good way of doing it. That's a good way of doing it when you want to show everything you're doing, but you don't want to take an hour showing everything you're doing. I can imagine some of the better Minecraft YouTubers might do the same on builds. Do you have anything new for me?
Welcome. With the what?
Can I join the Brotherhood?
You've certainly earned the right, but I'm exceptional individuals like yours. While your actions up to this point have been commendable, I am afraid they don't quite qualify as such a service.
Minecraft's as big and time as yeah, I figured they would be.
That fits the bill rather nicely.
That depends on the task.
Do not hesitate, my friend.
Okay, what is the task?
As one of our patrols discovered, the mutants just to the northeast have become strangely violent. However, this turn of events could also be an opportunity. We mostly left the equipment, as the inhabitants have now proven themselves hostile. No more respect. I want you to head up to the summit of Black Mountain, and it will allow us to tap into the if we're going to operate on the surface again, it would be nice.
I feel like farming sim would be unwatchable as a genre without time-lapse. Okay, so here's where I have opinions. It depends. People that watch farming sim is not watching farming sim, they're hanging out with the streamer. Yeah, when it's live, but I think Aurelia is talking about in YouTube video format, where you don't have the live interaction. And for that, I will say, if you want to make a really slow game like Euro Truck Simulator, Farming Simulator, basically any game that simulates being a dad with a job, I feel like the way to make them interesting to other people than the 2% of people who are really into the gameplay. Because there will be people who watch Farming Simulator just to see how you till your fields, and they will be really into that. But if you want to hit the rest of people, I feel like games like that, you're not doing a gaming video what you have to do is actually do a podcast while playing the game, is my opinion. If I was ever going to watch a video of someone playing Farming Simulator, it would be because I want to listen to that person talk about the things that that person talks about, and the Farming Simulator gameplay would be incidental. That's just my opinion. Same with like driving games. But then that's really also not genres I myself am into. So I do acknowledge that the reason I feel that way might very well just be because I am not the intended audience. Daggerwind also does co-op competitive survival multiplayer in Farming Sim. Yeah, see, that's something that would be maybe interesting to people who play Farming Sim themselves, but that is completely zero interest to me. That to me is like asking me to watch a table tennis match. I don't give a shit. I'm sure they're very good at what they're doing, but I don't give a shit about what they're doing. Some truck companies pay Truck Simulator to put their company ads on the billboards to try and recruit the gamers. Yeah, I'm not surprised. If you have a game and if there are diegetic advertisements in that game, why not take money to have real advertisements, since you have to have diegetic advertisements anyway, at least so long as it doesn't break with the verisimilitude. Absolutely, only brought him up because, oh yeah. You're just using him as an example of a YouTuber you think is doing good work and making the right choices with his videos. Farming Sim advertises for its various DLCs. That's also a good way to do it. I like that. I also like when the advertisements are completely fictional and just meant to fit the game world. It also depends on what the world. Current day real world games, I feel like you can get away with a lot of diegetic ads. But like, if I booted up a game like Cyberpunk 2077, and that game is festooned with advertisements, which goes into its whole theme about, in part, being a criticism and a commentary on capitalism. But if I booted up that game and I saw advertisements for real life products, I would feel like that would be the game kind of undercutting its own message and undercutting its own themes for the sake of a quick buck. I feel like that would really hurt my immersion in a game like that, especially in that game. I think that might be the game, out of all the games that might have diegetic ads, I feel like that is the one game that would do the worst in my eyes, having real world ads, because of its themes and commentary. Farming Sims maps are supposed to replicate, emulate real world farming. Yeah, I feel like current day real world, you can get away with a lot advertisement wise. I mean, I'm pretty sure football games, not American football games, but European, or the game that every country in the world except the US calls football. At real football games, you have boundaries around the field. FIFA games are not the only games, but yeah, FIFA games and games like them. In real football, you have boundaries around the field, and on those boundaries, you have advertisements. In the football games, I think Madden is American football. I'm talking, Scribe. Shut up.
In the corner every so often. The paladins scoff at using recycled ammo, so no one should mind.
Okay, go away. As I was trying to say, those barriers have real advertisements on them. And that's a case where if they didn't have advertisements on them, it would feel off. It wouldn't be realistic. It wouldn't feel like a real football game. So that's like the opposite, where you might as well have the advertisers who, for example, FIFA. Okay, game just crashed. Good job. You have the people who, the companies who pay to advertise at real FIFA games. Charge them a little extra and have them advertise in the FIFA video game as well. And that's the thing they do, and that makes perfect sense to me. Continue from last saved game, please, which I hope is an autosave as I exit. It is. Good. Alright, so it wants me to go to Black Mountain, but I want to do some other things first. So I am going to travel to the Strip. And the reason I'm going to travel to the Strip is I have a delivery to make. Strip Northgate. Yep. Oh, yeah, no. No, she isn't Zahel because I didn't ask her to. Good call.
Aw, just when...
Alright, now we travel to the Strip. Thank you, Zahel. We go all the way into the bottom of the Strip.
Without leadership, the fiends are as good as dead.
And I think, I hope I didn't get this wrong. I think I can go in to the bottom of the Strip and deliver some jumpsuits, because I think the owner of the hotel asked me to procure some more vault suits for her to sell, if I am not misremembering.
Good to see you again.
I have vault gear for you.
You do? That's wonderful. Let me see what you brought. All right. That's gonna net you lots of caps, my friend.
Yes, all my vault
Oh,
suits.
that makes me so happy.
5 vault suits. It's only 30 caps apiece. So I don't think I'm gonna go crazy getting vault suits in the future. And now I think, because I don't know what I want to do from here. I'm not sure what to do next. If I just continue the Brotherhood of Steel, or if I continue Veronica's questline, or what I do. Side bets gives me a whole list of stuff to do. So I think I'm going to call it here and raid out. And then maybe stream again tomorrow if I don't have anything better going on. Maybe a paint stream, but we'll see about that. Why won't it let me save? Oh, because I'm in my menu.